What up, guys? How are we all doing? I hope you guys are doing especially well. Welcome back to, I guess this is the third installment of the Hunting Arkadia series that I'm doing here. And we're still just here at the quarry because I think there's 5 different things around the quarry that I wanted to show you. 2 of them I'll be doing in a video where I show some people where, you know, anyone coming to Arkadia, good places to either just straight up sweat or to sweat hunt, whatever. Today we're going to be hunting Hadraada. Hadraada. Seriously, Mindark. These freaking names. Okay, so we're going to be doing a good old 50 PED hunt. And hopefully that'll be enough to gauge just enough about how, and give enough of an indication as to what we can expect on an average sort of hunt, right? So the trick with hunting, especially when you're trying to hunt for profit. Now, I've never deliberately gone out to try to hunt for quote-unquote profit, because it's never really something I've really cared about. But recently, in the past few weeks, I've really been interested in specifically hunting for markup for the potential for a profit later on down the line. Now, what I'm doing in this series is I'm not looking to make a profit in every hunt, obviously, because profits are gained through long, cycling through hundreds or even thousands of PED worth of ammunition, hunting specific things that give specific items with high markup at a decent rate. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be hunting these guys. And for those that didn't watch the first or second installment, what we're doing is we're hunting and we're observing the drops. We're observing exactly what they drop, on average, right? So these guys might end up dropping maybe 5 or 6 different types of items regularly, right? And 50 PED seems to be a good indication, a good amount to give a good indication of what they're going to drop more common, and potentially what they could drop, on a rare basis. Certain things like paints, some extractors, things like that, I would consider them slightly more rare in tone, I guess. Slightly more rare in tone. Now this guy, he is doing his own thing. He's doing his own thing. He's got a big fucking hammer. Now, I wanted to point something out. Now, someone had mentioned, I think this had been mentioned a couple of times, that there's a creature that way. A turkey-looking creature, and I think it's called a gallad or something like that. Ooh, stones. Thank you. Calden. Alright. But there's a creature there that gives, I think people have said that it gives 15 sweat and only has 10 HP. Now, that sounded a bit suspicious to me. I went over and I checked. No, it has 15 HP and it gives 15 bottles of sweat. If you're sort of thinking of the level 0 Gallad, or whatever, the level 0 turkey-looking things, because I finally figured out what the turkey-looking things were. No, they have 15 health and they give 15 bottles of sweat. A creature will only give the sweat that's equivalent to the amount of health that they have. I don't think there's any creature in the game that gives more sweat than it has health. But I could be wrong, but so far, that's been a fact. And I don't think there is any creature that gives more sweat than it has health. If there was, then everyone would be sweating them. Everyone. And the sweat prices will probably drop because of it. So, I do not think there is a creature that gives more sweat than it has health. So we're just going to pop the little stones down here. Those are a little freebie. Hey, that wasn't too bad. Nearly 5 PED. You know, it's always good when you get these slightly higher loots. So that could be a good omen, but it could also be just a, you know, a random luck of the draw. Ah, these guys drop socket components as well. That's always a good thing. Because socket components... Maybe it's socket component 2 that gives the good markup. I know one of them gives like a decent markup, but I'm not 100% sure which one is the one that gives the, you know, the good markup. It could, you know, it could be tiering components that I'm thinking about. It could be tier 1 or tier 2 components that I'm thinking about. It probably is the tiering components that I'm thinking about. Now, I am filming this, like, nighttime. I've been at school. Well, I was at college most of the day. And I'm a bit knackered. I was just soaring all day. I've learnt a few things. You know, a few things that are... yeah, good to know when you're measuring stuff and when you're cutting stuff. Yeah. So that's always good. I learned how to do a trench in a piece of wood. That's going to come in handy. Especially when I make my kid her... what is it called? Cubby house. When I make my kid her cubby house, that's going to come in real handy for joining stuff. And also when I make a few other select thingy-my-bobbies. A few select thingies. Now I will be having like a little bit of a, not an announcement, quote unquote, but just a little bit of a thing, probably in the next couple of days. I'm going to be doing a, sort of a competition, not really, sort of a competition. It's gonna be something specific. It's gonna involve a prize, you know, an Entropia universe prize, or a Steam prize of equivalent value. Nah, I'm still trying to come up with. I'm still thinking about exactly what that's going to involve, but it's going to happen once I hit around 500 subscribers. So once I hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to be doing this competition. Competition. Not a giveaway. Not a giveaway, just a casual competition. That way it gives, you know, everyone a chance to... You know, gives everyone a chance. I am thinking about doing a giveaway when I hit 1,000 subscribers, though. As sort of a thank you for sticking with me throughout all this stuff. That's if I get to 1,000 subs. Like, it's one of those things where, you know, my subscriber count is steadily going up. It is progressing upwards. But you never know what's going to happen in the future. Another 3.28 PEDs. That's always a good thing. More PEDs means more stuff. Oh, we got some guys down here. I'm like popping my head up more to try to see over these fucking hills. That's how tired I am. I'm physically moving my head to see if I can see over a hill that's on a screen. That's how tired I am. That is how exhausted I am. I'm trying to physically manipulate what I can see by moving my head and not my camera. 'Cause I'm an idiot. You know, it's like when you like move your controller when you're racing in a game. Like if you turn right, you turn right. Like you turn the controller right. When you're like 5, you're like, yeah. Or you hit a button harder thinking it will do more damage. Oh, what was the thing back in the day? Like, anyone that played Pokemon, there was this rumor that would spread around the schoolyard. That when you throw a ball, if you mash the shit out of the B button, if you smash the absolute shit out of the B button, then it will pretty much guarantee you to catch the Pokemon. But if you don't catch the Pokemon, that's just because you weren't smashing the shit out of the P button enough. You know? Oh, I think about some stuff when I was a kid, and it just blows my mind how dumb we were. Absolutely thick. But, I mean, it's like those little rumors that go around, like, I think back in the day when the Mortal Kombat 1 arcade cabinet was a thing, the rumor was that there was a button in the back where you could switch it, like flick it and turn the blood up, you know? Which I think is just fucking hilarious. In other news, for people that like have been watching Entropia YouTube stuff, Entropia YouTube. Can't believe I just said that. For those of you that have been watching, you know, Entropia Universe YouTube videos for a good few years, Super Game Time 2000 is uploading Entropia Universe videos again. It's been like 3 years. It's been like 3 freaking years, and Super Game Time 2000 has started to upload stuff again. Which, hey, I like Super Game Time 2000. It was like one of the first Entropia YouTube channels that I watch, like that I've watched. I think the first 3 channels that I watched, when it comes to, ooh, brown paint. It's a meh. Not enough markup for the rarity, in my opinion. The original 3 YouTubers that focused on mostly Entropia content that I started watching, you know, 3-4 years back were Super Game Time 2000, which, great name, guys, great name. Serial Overdrive, and he no longer uploads. Well, he does upload, but he uploads sort of creepypastas and true quote-unquote horror stories and stuff on Scary Ghost Stories. But that is Pig Bennis Haterade. Pig Bennis Haterade. He was a... I don't think he plays it anymore. He might still play it, I don't know. But he was an Entropia miner. But he stopped uploading ages ago. But I wonder if his all-time high is still there. Oh, wait. All-time high. I'm actually really curious to see if his all-time high is still there. Destruction. Mining. I think it was something like 27... Or no, I think he got like 28,000 ped. Nah. He was on there for a good long while, I think. Yeah, he got a drop of like 28,000 PED. Which, like, when I first was watching Entropia Universe videos, I'm like, holy shit. That's a shitload of PED. The things I would do with that. Let's face it, if I was to get 28,000 PED, I would sink it all into land deeds and shares. I'd just sink the entire lot. I might save like 1,000 PED and have it for ammunition. But if I was to get, like, a loot that big, it'd be going straight onto deeds. Like, straight on. Straight onto those deeds. You know, like, I think this week I've deposited around 700, well, 70 US dollars. Yeah, I've deposited about 70 US dollars this week or fortnight. My thing's acting a little bit fucking stupid. So I'm probably, once I've burnt through a lot of that, Like, the end goal is to get onto, like, once I've done all that I want to do on Arkadia, the end goal is to then head back to Calypso, probably taking a mothership, head back to Calypso, and sell everything on Calypso. That's sort of the end goal. However long that will be, with my schooling and all that sort of stuff, it could be, like, well into early next year that I actually get back to, that I go back to Calypso. I mean, I could leave stuff here and then head back to Calypso, but, you know, Ostelek. Hey, those might be the guys that we hunt next. I forgot about those guys. These guys are really easy to kill, like super easy to kill. Like 1 or 2 shots and they're gone. Like super weak creatures. But, you know, if they give decent shit, they give decent shit. Hadraada, you know, TT food, that is. That is TT food. Gotta remember to keep, we gotta remember to keep an eye out for like stones and fruit and stuff. Because they seem to drop more readily on Arkadia than they do on Calypso. I don't know if that's like a thing, but they seem to drop more readily on Arkadia than they do on Calypso. So I might have to go for like a big fruit hunting extravaganza at one point. Might even live stream, go on a big fruit hunt, just talk to you guys for, you know, 3-4 hours while I look for fruit. Might do that like Friday or Saturday morning. I don't know. Sit down with a nice hot cup of coffee, look for stuff. But, I don't know. Oh yeah. We're almost burnt through the 50 PED. We'll be able to kill a few more. Well, we should be able to kill maybe another 10, 15, something like that. Something along those lines. Another 10 or 15. Now, these guys haven't globaled, but they have dropped a good variety of stuff. And at least a couple of them have given, like, a higher, you know, PED loots. I think one was close to 5 and another one was around 3.5. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Pop the fruit down here. But we'll be able to sit down, we'll be able to look at the... we'll be able to look at everything that we got, check out the markup of everything. We're pretty well established, some of them, as having like a relatively shit markup. Some have a pretty decent markup. About this, like these guys, electronic stabilizers, they... Wait a minute. Oh no, what was... Oh, wait a minute, what was the one that... Oh, I think it's in the... Oh, I think it's in my storage. There's a specific item that has like a markup of 150%. And I got a few of them. But, you know, a lot of these guys aren't really... Let's have a look. You got some wool. It's okay. Get 100 PED worth. You can sell it for 106. Fine wool apparently is just fucking TT food. Because how does anyone make any money from that? Like, seriously. You would have to get like several thousand PED worth and then sell it for like 1 to 2 PED more. How is it even worth it? But this is probably traders that like buy it in bulk. They'll be like, hey, we'll give you like, you know, a little bit more. Then, yeah. After this, we'll kill one more happy chappy and then we'll head back. We'll check everything out. And I'm quite surprised at how much engagement these videos have had recently. Because there's been quite a bit of engagement. And I do appreciate that. It's very well appreciated. It's very well appreciated. So, thanks for sticking around with me. You know, it's been, so far it's been quite a good ride. So we're gonna head back, suss this out. We definitely won't be around the 50 PED mark. Let's see, 20, 30. I don't even know if we're gonna scrape. I don't even think we're gonna scrape 35. Wow. Wow. Oh, we might scrape 35. No more than that, though. Holy shit. That's weird. It seemed like there was okay drops, but apparently not. Well, we're going to have to look at the markup to see whether or not these guys are worth hunting, even if there is an initial TT loss. That's something we're going to have to establish. Though, if I wanted to hunt for markup, I'd be hunting exosaurs. Not exosaurs. Yeah, I'd be hunting exosaurs on Calypso. But I came to Arkadia to check it out, and then I made it my mission, ladies and gentlemen, to show you guys the random shit that I find. Now, let's have a quick look. I'd say around 35 PED-ish. Ooh. Yeah. Just past 35 PED. And we still got, you know. So, in TT value, we lost about 15 PED. Which doesn't sit right with me. So let's have a look at these various stuff. So we got the basic cloth extractor. 48 PED sold in the past month. 417 PED sold in the past year. That's not good. That's pretty shit. Ah, it was these little bastards, the focus lenses that I was thinking about. Look at that shit. And it sells a good amount. It sells a good amount. And a lot of, like, percentage. So that shit's really good. Like, really fucking good. We got the electronic stabilizing component. If we get enough, that'll be good, but it doesn't seem to drop enough for it to be really well worth it. Socket component, 1. It, again, we'll keep it. We'll sell it once we've got a decent stack, but you know, it's one of those things. The wool. 106. Sells for a good amount. Like, it has sold a decent amount. The markup is passable. In my opinion, it's possible. It's doable. Fine wool, though. Fine wool is absolute dog shit. We'll throw it in there anyway. Now we're just going to move this shit down. Got our Bombardo. Bombardo's going to go in there. And we got some stony stones. Fantastic. We got our animal eye oil, which is currently selling for around, let's have a look, 102. But it's sold a fuckload, so if you get a decent stack, you know, you might make a little bit, but it's not what you're going to make it's not what you're going to make your profit off of. Animal oil residue, again, it's not what you're going to make your profit off of, but if you're a crafter, you might be able to add that to your crafting to increase the starting TT value of something that you craft, so that's always good. Animal hide. For the month, 111. For the week, 102. I'm going to say it's a possible thing. Yeah, I'll say that's possible. Paint can brown. Good old brown. you know, not a lot is sold. So this is going to be one of the ones that is going to be a bitch to sell. The navy blue. You know, decent markup. Doesn't sell a lot though, and I think that's a product of the fact that it's a little bit more rare. But you think if it's a little bit more rare, then, you know, the Hadraada hide is basically TT food. That's all that is TT food. And of course we've got our shrapnel, which we're going to convert. I'm going to store this in here for the next hunt. So as you can see, I got about 700 PED worth of universal ammunition. And, you know, I've got a decent... I want to... You know, this is actually something that I want to check out. What is the total TT value of the items that I currently have in storage? I do need to clean up my storage at some point, so... Now, remember, Scott, don't click sell. 222... Approx. 121.44. Alright. With some of the markups, they'll be... Oh, what's this? This is it around... Noosal hide. 109. You know, so this is probably going to go... Like, right now, it's like... It'll be around 66 PED. So that's not bad. And you got a few other ones which are of a decent thing. Tier 1 component. You know, it's possible. It's possible. But as it stands at the moment, we're going to be here for a good long while yet before we can say that we've gonna, you know, make any serious change. We're not going to make any serious change at the moment. Right now, we're just here hunting, looking at what drops what. Hopefully also getting some, you know, free items under our belt as well. The free items will go a long way to, you know, helping to sustain some stuff in the future. If I'm able to, like, grind out some fruit for a few days, might be able to offset the cost of a few things. Might be able to get close to break even. Like, if we add in the markup of the fruit and stones to the TT value of all of the items that I got in, you know, I might be able to get close to, close to the cost that it, you know, took to acquire the items. And then we add the markup on top of that. We should hopefully be looking at a pretty profit. Hopefully. That's something I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to do a little bit of legwork, a little bit of fucking around, a little bit of going back and forth, a little bit of extra sweating and things like that. Like, if I can get, you know, in reality, if I can get like 100k worth of vibrant sweat and then refine it, sell it on Arkadia, not Arkadia, sell it on Calypso, or even just straight up sell the sweat, I should be able to make, you know, a little bit. But 100,000 bottles of sweat is going to be a bitch to get. I might be able to do like 20 to 30 bottles of sweat in a week, maybe. That's a stretch though. Right now with school, it's a big old stretch. But we will be keeping an eye on our you know, our free items. We're going to call them the items that didn't cost us anything to get. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. I'm going to be uploading this so it's ready for, I guess, ready for tomorrow. But if you guys are enjoying this series so far, let me know. If there's a specific creature that you want me to check out, leave the latitude and longitude in the comment section below, and I'll get on that. If there's a specific game you want me to play, then I'll also hop aboard that train. With some games, they might be like you know, if there's certain games that are a little bit more long-winded, they'll probably be a heavily edited video. But if there's a specific game you want me to play, let me know. If there's a specific game you want me to play on live stream, also let me know. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. You guys have a nice day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.